I'd like to state that no Brainees or insects were harmed in the making of this program, and that none of the training you're about to see be attempted unless under expert supervision.
8 Brainees, 1 challenge. To use complex mass of 100 billion cells we call brain for chance to win Brain-Jitsu Black Brain Belt. This is Brain-Jitsu. Born in Lancashire, trained in Japan, with mind as sharp as samurai sword. He is Brain Master. He is the sensei.
Konnichiwa, and welcome to Brain-Jitsu. Mental training specially designed to boost brain power and focus. My trainees, or Brainees, have been following a basic programme of training in the comfort of their own home. A brain-boosting routine of exercise, sleep, and enough fruit and veg to stock a greengrocer's.
Well, I think I'm going to win the black belt. I'm actually quite nervous.
I feel a bit more confident knowing that I've prepared because I did most of the tasks.
My strength is maths, and I want a prize, so I really think that's going to help me in the dojo because I really want to win.
Now my Brainees must put their training into practice by testing a part of their brain we use every day.
Level 1. Yellow vault.
Take a look at my very cluttered garage. Now, try to find the little rubber duck. Spotted, eh? Congratulations! You've just used your occipital lobes. This area, the seeing part of our brain, allows us to recognise and separate images from each other. The 7 Brainees who use their occipital lobes the best will be allowed to enter my Brain-Jitsu dojo, where their training will continue. The one who fails will be left outside. Oh, feel the burn.
Enter the dojo!
Our Brainees must answer 4 questions by studying the different football team kits on the board in front of them. Get them right and they'll be left with a 4-digit code, which they must then use to unlock a piece of brain and secure their place in the dojo. But with only 7 pieces of brain and 8 Brainees, one of either Elliot, Cara, Max, Jackie, Oscar, Priscilla, Alex or Ben will be left outside and eliminated. A bang of the gong reveals the 4 questions. How many kits have green shorts? How many have horizontal striped tops? How many have vertical striped tops? How many have black shorts? The answer our Brainees are looking for is 2477. The order in which they unlock their piece of brain will decide the order our Brainees take part in the levels to come. Jackie is first off her stool, with the rest of our Brainees not far behind. But with no more pieces of brain left, Elliot is having to wait his turn. And it's Alex who's first to unlock a piece of brain, quickly followed by Elliot, who's got his chance after all and made it count. Meanwhile, Jackie, first off her stool, is first to return. Her code clearly wrong. Don't forget that code is 2477, as there are 2 kits with green shorts, 4 with horizontal striped tops, 7 with vertical striped tops, and 7 with black shorts. No problems for Oscar as he becomes the 3rd Brainee to go through. But holy karaoke, Ben is getting his brain in the right old twist. Come on Ben, keep your focus and work those occipital lobes. With Max now through, Ben finally cracks that combination, leaving just the girls to battle it out for the last 2 places in the dojo. Priscilla and Cara both think they've got the right combination, but while Cara's lock pops open, Priscilla has to return to the noodle bar for yet another look at the board. It's now a 2-horse race between her and Jackie. Jackie taking her time. And it pays off, which means that Jackie's in and poor old Priscilla is out. While 7 have proven themselves worthy of entering the dojo and continuing their brain training, for Priscilla, it's the end of the road.
I think I just got under pressure and I'm not very good under pressure, and I just felt like that I had to go quickly, and I just counted one more than there should have been.
So, with 6 levels to go, it's time for Alex, Elliot, Oscar, Max, Ben, Cara and Jackie to receive their yellow brain belts.
Well, normally I'm really calm, but this time this pressure really got to me.
It was very worrying when it was just Priscilla and I, because I was really hoping that I wouldn't be the one to go out in the first round.
Well, I feel really, really happy about coming first. I'm also a bit nervous about the next game, because if that was only the first level, I'm a little bit worried.
Brain-Jitsu.
In this next level of training, things are going to get really hard.
Level 2, orange belt.
We do things every day without even thinking about it, like using the remote control for the telly. But try turning up the volume with the hand that you don't normally use. Go on, a lot more harder, isn't it? If you manage to do that, you're using part of your brain that deals with problem solving, the frontal lobes. And that's what level 2 is all about. Taking something you normally do without thinking and doing it differently. Work it. To prepare them for using their frontal lobes in the next challenge, my Brainees are gonna need some training.
Room of mental nourishment.
This is the room of mental nourishment, where our young hopefuls will train their brains between every task. The more seriously they take their training, the better prepared they'll be for the challenges that lie ahead. And in level 2, that challenge is all about getting their brains to think in a new way.
Brain training. Take turns to call out the action on your cards. Everyone must do it only when you say "Sensei says" before the action.
So, our Brainees must think about something, like following a simple instruction, that they'd normally do without thinking.
Sensei says rub stomach clockwise.
Right knee up.
Almost immediately, Alex gets his brain in a right old twist.
I'm a
Touch right ear.
And he's not the only one whose frontal lobes are struggling to keep up.
Sensei says touch mouth with right hand.
Okay, look happy.
Max, too, has also got in a muddle. Time for a training tip.
Tip. Don't rush. Pause for 2 seconds to think before you react.
Top tip. You see, spending a moment to think before rushing in really can improve your all-round focus.
Sensei says rub stomach clockwise.
So, how will our Brainees cope this time?
Turn head right. Sensei says touch left shoulder.
Hey, there's no fooling this lot. Sharp as samurai swords they are.
Left knee up.
Sensei says touch your nose with left hand.
Hang on, didn't you just say left hand, Cara? Thought so.
It was fun. It was good training, but I think the actual task is going to be a lot.
Yeah,
It's going to be a lot harder, but this was good training for it.
Cara has made quite a lot of mistakes, but she's probably learned a lot from them, and she'll go far.
So, will Cara learn from her mistakes? Or will it be able Alex who'll once again come out on top? It's time for our Brainees to put their training to the test. Guardian of the Dojo and Task Adjudicator the Shihan will now demonstrate the Level 2 challenge.
Spell backwards. Step forward.
To stand chance of gaining orange belt, 7 Brainees must now think in reverse. Shihan will show them picture. They have to say what is. That is cut. Then they spell word backwards. T-A-C. Get right and our Brainees can step forward. Get wrong and they stay put. Brainees can choose length of word they want to spell backwards. Longer word, more time they get to answer. 3 seconds for 3-letter word, up to 6 seconds for 6 letters. More letters, more steps towards destination. There is slight advantage to going first in challenge, but order Brainees take part is order they completed level 1. Whoever not finish will be eliminated from the dojo.
My brainy tip here is to imagine the whole word and then break it down into groups of letters. Hoo, hoo. Work those frontal lobes. First to put their brain training to the test is Able Alex, who immediately goes for the maximum.
6-letter word, please. Hammer. R-E-M-M-E-H. Oh,
Ooh.
A.
But the gamble doesn't pay off, and Alex has to stay put.
5-letter word, please. Piano. O-N-A-I-P.
No such problems for Elliot.
6-letter word, please.
Like Alex, Oscar's also gone for broke, a risky strategy.
Candle. E-L-D-N-A-C.
But it looks like his training has paid off.
6-letter word, please. Rocket. T-E-K-C-E-R.
That's nothing for Max.
6-letter word, please. Spider. R-E-P.
Ben also scores nicks with 6.
6-letter word, please.
It's now the girls' turn, starting with Cara.
Window. W-O-D-N-I-W.
Jackie also decides to stretch her frontal lobes and goes for the big one.
6-letter word, please. Pencil. L-I-C-N-E-P.
And that's 6 steps. It's now back to Alex. Can he get off the mark this time?
6-letter word, please. Badger. R.
Hurry up, Alex.
E.
Oh dear, out of time.
6-letter word, please. Anchor. R-O-H-C-A.
No joy for Elliot either.
6-letter word. Rabbit. T-I-B-B-A-R.
But another 6-letter word for Oscar, and he becomes the first Brainee to go through. He was soon followed by the 2 girls. Which leaves Alex, Elliot, Max and Ben to battle it out for those remaining orange belts. 3 more correct answers and the pressure's now on Ben to get his first score.
6-letter word, please. Toilet. L. T-E-L-I-O-T.
Out of time, yet again, the big 6-letter word getting the better of our Brainees. With Elliot and Max now through, Ben will need a miracle if he's to remain in the dojo.
4-letter word, please. Drum. M-U-R-D.
At last. But if Alex gets this, then it's going to be sayonara for Ben.
3-letter word, please. Box. X-O-B.
That's it, it's all over. While Alex stays in, Ben must hand over his brain belt and leave the dojo.
Walk of eternal regret.
So the brain training was quite easy, and I felt really confident, but I guess I was overconfident when I went to the task.
So with 5 levels to go, it's time for Alex, Elliot, Oscar, Max, Cara and Jackie to get their orange brain belts.
It's really exciting, and I was quite scared. I thought that I'd get something wrong, but luckily I didn't.
In the brain training, I've done a lot of mistakes, but I've obviously learnt from it because in the task I came second. It's not easy, and this is only the second tasks, and there's still many more to go, so it's going to keep on getting harder and harder and harder.
Brain-Jitsu! Brainy, not so brainy.
Who's the clever cloaks and whose brain needs a lot more training? Picture the scene. It's 250 years ago, and a lad called Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart is only 6 years old and already playing the harpsichord, composing amazing music and performing it to the Empress of Austria. But did he stop there? No, he did not. He only went on to write another 600 major works. Not bad for someone who only lived to the age of 35. Wolfgang-tastic! Around the same time, a French writer called Jean-Baptiste Vivien de Chateaubriand spent 40 years perfecting just 2 measly plays. And if that weren't bad enough, just as he's on the point of finishing them, his housekeeper goes and mistakes a manuscript for wrapping paper and puts the kibosh on his life's work. Gutted. Brainy, Mozart. Not so brainy, Jean-Baptiste.
Brain-Jitsu!
Pressure in Brain-Jitsu dojo rising. Just 6 young hopeful remain to compete under watchful eye of Shihan. Able Alex, first to make it into dojo.
I feel really, really happy about coming first.
Big Elliot. Cara, good at spelling backwards.
I've done a lot of mistakes, but I've obviously learnt from it because in the task I came second.
Max, quietly confident. Jackie gets stronger all time.
I feel a bit more confident knowing that I've prepared because I did most of the tasks.
And Oscar, winner of last level. Challenge is about to get even tougher. Only 2 Brady will make final test. Table of supreme focus. Where must move a ball with power of mind. To win Brain-Jitsu Black Brain Belt is time for level 3. Green Belt.
Now, we all like to chat, but did you know that using words to communicate is one of the main reasons why our brains have grown so incredibly powerful? And that having a conversation exercises both halves of the brain. Now, if all that's doing your head in, allow me to explain. Imagine you're the trumpet player in an orchestra. Your main focus is on your own notes, but the conductor, well, he has to listen for everyone's notes. It's the same with the brain.
There's the left half, which deals with the details, and there's the right half, which looks at the overall picture.
This next level of training strengthens my Brainees' focus by working one half of their brain under pressure. Hey, pump it up!
Room of mental nourishment.
It's our Brainees' second visit to the Room of Mental Nourishment, where once again they'll train for their next challenge, which, remember, is all about using the 2 halves of the brain to communicate.
Get into pairs. Direct the blindfolded brainee to stack the blocks using only one hand.
So, while one Brainee uses the right side of their brain to give instructions, their partner must use the left side of their brain to interpret them.
Put them two
like this.
facing
Like
the same way.
What about this?
Alex is certainly giving Elliot instructions, lots and lots of them, in fact.
Well done. Now put it next to it. Next to it. No, the other way, lengthways. Lengthways next to it. No, now.
But they're not making much sense. And the boys' tower block is struggling to get off the ground floor.
2 more.
Yeah, no, a bit more to the right. To the right, a bit more. Yeah, you see the one at the side of your hand? Well, you don't see it.
That's not a lot of help, Jackie. Cara's wearing a blindfold, remember?
To the right a bit. Forward a bit. Yeah, and now just rest it down lightly.
With the ends facing right and left.
Carefully does it, Cara. What our guiders need to do is imagine the information their teammates need, because good communication means putting yourself in somebody else's shoes.
Just a little bit.
And while I'm not sure the girls' tower would stand up to a strong wind, it's definitely proof that Jackie and Cara are communicating well.
Backwards.
Oh, well, never mind.
Yeah, I found this training quite easy, so hopefully in the task I'll do quite well.
You didn't say turn it to the left or clockwise. You just said turn it, so I didn't know which way to turn it.
I thought I was doing okay. I know I did give you quite a few wrong directions.
It kind of came together. We just found anything that we could and tried to, as it were, work with that. It was not very planned, perhaps, but it worked.
So, will careful Cara be just as careful in the next task? And will able Alex remember that sometimes it pays to talk less? It's time to find out, as our 6 now put their communication training to the test.
Lantern wax number crack.
This is test of communication skill. So, 6 Brainees must first divide into teams of 2 by drawing chopsticks. As quickly as possible, teams must whack open 6 lanterns containing number that go together to form psalm. Pairs first need to decide who is guider, who is whacker. Whackers will be blindfolded and will be relying on guider to locate lanterns. When all 6 are opened, Brainees stop clock by shouting, Brain-Jitsu! Quicker they whack lanterns, more time they have to pick up numbers and work out sum. When Brainees are happy with answer, hit gong! First 2 teams to provide correct answer get green belts and advance to next level. 1 Brainee from losing team will be eliminated.
The key to success here is for the guider to use the right side of their brain to follow their teammates' progress and give them clear instructions. For their partner, it's vital they use the left side of their brain to focus on these instructions and nothing else.
Forward 1 step.
First to test their communication skills are Elliot and Max.
Whack.
With guider Elliot working the right side of his brain and Max the left, the boys get off to a slow but steady start.
To the left. Bit more. Whack. Forward.
But then they begin to pick up the
A
pace.
little bit. Whack. Whack. Brain-Jitsu.
The pair stop the clock in 1 minute 12 seconds, but they'll have to wait to find out how much extra time it's bought them to make their sum.
Okay, go forward a little bit.
Next, it's careful Cara and able Alex. In training, Alex was guilty of giving too much information.
Move right a bit. Right a bit more. Whack.
Will he make the same mistake twice?
Back a little bit more. Whack.
Not a bit of it. With Alex's help, Cara is whacking those lanterns faster than a samurai on skates.
Whack. Right a bit. Whack. Brain-Jitsu.
Stopping the clock in a whacktastic 39 seconds.
Well done.
1 step forward. Right, to your right. To your right.
Last to go are Oscar and Jackie. With Oscar doing the guiding, it looks like he's also remembered his training, giving Jackie clear and precise instructions.
And whack. Forward about a step. And whack. Backwards about half a step. Left a bit. Whack. Hey, Brain-Jitsu.
That's the last lantern, and it's a decent time, just 1 minute 7 seconds. But it's nowhere near as quick as Cara and Alex, and it's they who set off first to find their numbers. Here's what our Brainees are looking for. See if you can work out the sum. Remember, the first 2 teams to work it out will go through to the next level. Cara and Alex are first to bang the gong, just ahead of Oscar and Jackie, with Elliot and Max trailing in third. But do all the numbers add up? 5 times 3 minus 7 equals 8. That looks okay. In fact, all our teams have found the right answer. But as the last to finish, it's Elliot and Max who'll be battling it out to avoid elimination in the...
Stare off.
With just 1 green belt up for grabs, both Brainees must use all their powers of focus to fight the urge to blink. The first to falter will be eliminated. And it's Max who can resist no longer. So while Big Elliot is in, Max is out and must hand over his orange brain belt to the she-han.
Walk of eternal regret.
I think our communication was good, but it was the song that held us up. But it still is really sad to go out.
So with 4 levels left, it's green brain belts for Alex, Elliot, Oscar, Cara and Jackie.
I'm really good at staring competitions, so I thought Max was going to go. I found it hard because my eyes started stinging.
I didn't think, I can do this, I can do this. Now I see that I can go out at any point during the next tasks.
Brain-Jitsu.
Level 4. Blue belt!
This fourth level requires our Brainees to master a primitive part of the brain called the amygdala, the area that responds to threat. Remember the last time you felt afraid or panicky? Maybe it was on a dark night. Well, that feeling was triggered by the old amygdala. Stress can make you lose focus. Fact. Which is why my Brainees must train to keep their emotions under control.
Room of mental nourishment.
We're back in the room of mental nourishment, and it's time for our 5 remaining green belt holders to overcome fear and stay totally focused.
Brain training. Form a circle, pass the disgusting drink around the circle, only passing it on when you have said a different word ending in the letter D. After 1 minute, the Brainee holding the drink has to drink it.
But drink what? Well, how about a nice glass of cheesy Stilton juice? Able Alex kicks things off.
Mud.
Sound.
And for some reason, most of our Brainees can't resist a quick sniff.
Mad.
Dad.
There's no need to smell it a second time, Alex.
Blood.
Backward.
Ooh, a long pause from Jackie. Is her amygdala gaining the upper hand?
Drinked.
And as the clock counts down, the pace starts to quicken.
Stalked.
Past.
There's the gong, and it's Jackie who has to down the gruesome gloop. Time for a training tip.
Concentrate. Try to blank out the time and fear of the drink to avoid panicking.
Do we have to do it again? I'm not thirsty anymore, I've had enough.
Nice try, Jackie. Just remember the tip and you'll be fine. You see, focusing only on the task in hand is a useful tip in almost any situation in which you feel nervous. The calmer you are, the better you'll perform. Round 2.
I'll go first. Hand.
Bad.
And once again, Alex can't resist a sniff.
Cord.
Anyone would think he likes the smell.
Cord.
Baked.
Stabbed.
Told.
Armed with their tip, our Brainees begin to pass that drink round faster than a Japanese bullet train.
Murdered.
Said.
There's the second gong, but who's been left holding the cup of yuck?
I think both of you should have some.
Oh, that stinks.
I don't know how I'm going to cope. This was very nerve-wracking for me.
I think you killed me.
Will able Alex come back to life in time for the next task? And will Oscar's nerves have got over the shock of his training? It's time to find out, as our 5 are now challenged to overcome their fears once again.
Creepy crawly word grab.
This level, real test of mind over matter for Brainees, and will push them to really overcome their fear. Underneath the creepy crawlies lie an assortment of letters worth different points. Brainees have just 1 minute to plunge hands into tank and pick out up to 7 letters each. They then have a further minute to make higher scoring word they can.
To do well, my Brainees must block out the signals coming from their amygdala and ignore the creepy crawlies. The quicker they combat their fear, the more time they'll have to pick out the high-scoring letters.
Underneath this pile of cockroaches are an extra 5 golden letters. If our Brainees manage to use one in their word, they'll double their score. There's the gong. But instead of diving in like the others, it looks like Oscar's completely forgotten his training. Frightened to put his hand anywhere near the tank. No problems for Jackie though, who's remembered to ignore the cockroaches and focus just on finding those letters. Alex also looks to have his amygdala under control. The minute's up, Our Brainees now have a further minute to make the highest scoring word they can from their letters. Able Alex has found one golden letter. If he can just make a word, he'll double his score. But Oscar's board is a consonant-free zone. He'll be lucky if he makes any sort of score with that lot. See if you can make a word from the anagram at the bottom of the screen. There's the last gong. How have our green belt holders done?
Fear.
I'd say you showed no fear, son. With that golden A in his word, it's a big fat 14 points for Able Alex.
Boa.
A quick check in the dictionary and that's 5 points for Big Elliot.
A.
With only those vowels to choose from, that's just 1 point for Oscar.
Lied.
5 points for Careful Cara.
Fry.
And a healthy 10 points for Jackie. And so, by only scoring a single point, it's Oscar who must hand over his brain belt and leave the dojo.
Walk of eternal regret.
The brain training helped me a bit, but when it came to the creepy crawlies, they were horrible, and I couldn't quite get my hand in there, and things that they're going quite fast, and I couldn't. They were so revolting.
So, with only 3 levels left, those who use their craniums to conquer the cockroaches are rewarded with their blue belts.
I'm feeling kind of surprised that I got in because I didn't think I could face those bugs. I prepared myself for the worst, and the worst never came. I did my best, and I came out on top.
At one point, when I was dusting off the sand and I was picking up a letter, a bug actually ran up my hand and I went, whoa! And then it kind of fell off again, but I still got the letter.
Brain-Jitsu! Brainy, not so brainy.
Who's the clever clogs and whose brain needs a lot more training? First up, astronauts. This exclusive group is made up of some of the brightest buds on Earth. In 1969, astronaut Neil Armstrong stepped onto the moon uttering the immortal words, "One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." I wonder if that was off the top of his head. Here's another group. Now, not McFly. Oi, get your hair cut. This lot. Now, they may not believe the moon is made of cheese, but they do believe in rolling down a steep slope to win some. Damn, that's gout to hurt. Brainy astronauts, not so brainy cheese-rolling chumps.
Brain-Jitsu!
Tension in Brain-Jitsu dojo mounting, as now just 4 young hopeful remain to compete under watchful eye of Shihan. Able Alex, winner 3 out of 4 level.
I think I'm going to win the black belt. I'm actually quite nervous.
Big Elliot, steady throughout. Jackie.
A bug actually ran up my hand and I went, whoa!
And Careful Cara, always positive.
In the brain training, I've done a lot of mistakes, but I've obviously learnt from it because in the task I came second.
Only 2 Brainees will make final test. Table of supreme focus. Where must move ball with power of mind. Brain-Jitsu black brain belt is within their grasp. It's time for... Level 5. Red Bolt!
Now, if you've just taken up competitive bog snorkelling, then you might be interested to know that your new hobby is doing wonders for the old grey matter, exercising both the thinking part of the brain, the cerebrum, and the doing part, the cerebellum. You see, doing new things increases the flow of blood into your head, which keeps your brain cells topped up with the oxygen they need to perform at their best. So, in level 5, my Brainees are going to be challenged to learn new skills. Now, you can speed up how quickly the brain takes in new stuff. And this is what our Brainees are going to train for now.
Room of mental nourishment.
It's our Brainees' 4th visit to the Room of Mental Nourishment, where they'll be training their brains in how to learn new skills.
Brain training. Spin the drumstick between your fingers for as long as possible.
I play drums, I might be able to do that. I've practiced a bit, but...
Sounds like someone's got an advantage.
Why do you need to spin a drumstick? When's it going to help you in life?
It's a fair question, but what our Brainees have to remember is that if they follow their training, it'll help them in the next task.
Why are we just sitting here? Why don't we just get on with it, get it over with? Not a good start.
Well, look at it this way, Alex, you can only get better.
Wait, look. Look, what's this? I can do part of it.
Very good, Elliot, even for a drummer. But while Big Elliot is twirling his drumstick faster than noodles round a chopstick, Able Alex has found a new method.
That's what I don't know yet.
I don't know. Time for a training tip.
Approach this positively. Laugh out loud for 30 seconds.
Cue the laughter tape. It might seem weird, but the next time you face a mental challenge, try laughing as well. Not only can it help with confidence, but it also increases your heart rate, sending more oxygen into your brain, helping it to perform at its best. Not that you'd necessarily know it from this lot.
I think it might be hippo racing. I know the task is a new skill, but I've done a lot of weird things, so it might not be that new to me. I've never hippo raced before.
So, will Big Elliot's talent for twirling give him an edge in the next task? And will Able Alex come to regret not taking his training a bit more seriously? Only time will tell, as our four now put their latest brain training to the test.
Chop, don't drop.
To win Red Brain Belt, Brainees must remain mentally confident as they learn new physical skill. Remaining four must keep ball in airflow and guide it along obstacle course, through hoops and into basket. It is race against clock, but Brainees must remain confident. There is 5-second penalty every time ball drops. Brainee with slowest time will be eliminated.
The tip for my Brainees in this next task is to remain calm and think positive thoughts. Giving in to frustration will only lessen their focus and slow them up.
So, can our Brainees stay positive, or will they let the pressure get to them? First to go with the flow is Able Alex, who immediately runs into a spot of bother. Not the most focused during training, can he keep it together now? Little by little, Alex's confidence starts to grow. Nicely through the slalom. And that's a strong finish. Next up is Big Elliot, looking as cool as a kimono in a heat wave. And despite a little lapse in concentration there, this looks to me like a Brainee who's got both the thinking part and the doing part of his brain to work in perfect harmony. A slam dunk of the basket and Big Elliot finishes with a flourish. It's now careful Cara's turn, but no matter how careful she's trying to be, Cara just can't get going. That ball refusing to do as it's told. Come on, Cara, stay confident. That's better. And a basket in one stops the clock, but will her slow start have cost her dear? Finally, it's Jackie's turn, who sets off like a bullet train, only to come unstuck. Eventually, though, her training kicks in. Gently does it through the slalom, and now all that stands between gentle Jackie and that gong is the basket. But oh no, a ball appears to have a mind of its own. Come on, girl. Oh yes, get in. So, which Brainee flowed too slow? With 5 time penalties, Alex completed the course in 1 minute 19 seconds. With just 1 penalty to add on, Big Elliot finished in a quick-fire 48 seconds. With 6 time penalties, careful Cara stopped the clock in 1 minute 25. while Gentle Jackie, despite picking up 4 penalties, got round in 1 minute 13. Which means that it's Careful Cara who's eliminated and must now leave the dojo.
Walk of eternal regret.
After the brain training, I wasn't sure how I was going to do in the task because I did find the brain training a little bit difficult. I'm feeling very upset because to be like one of the last 4 and then to lose is really hard.
So with just 2 levels left, that leaves Alex, Elliot and Jackie to stand tall in red.
I'm really proud of myself because no one else got under a minute, so I think I'm going really strong in the task, so it gave me confidence. Now I think I can make it all the way to the black belt and win.
I think now that I've got this far, I'll probably be going out in the next round.
I just pulled through by a hair, so I'm lucky and I think I did okay. And I'm going to try my best for the next tasks to come.
Brain-Jitsu.
Level 6, prawn boat.
It's this level which will decide which 2 of my remaining Brainees will go on to battle it out
For the black belt.
Now, imagine you're in your school play. As well as lines to remember and moving around on stage, there's also the audience watching you. It's remembering stuff under pressure like this that level 6 is all about. It centres around 3 areas of the brain. The seeing part, the occipital lobes, the memory part, the temporal lobes, and the movement part, the cerebellum. To the max.
Room of mental nourishment.
Our 3 surviving Brainees are back in the room of mental nourishment for a bit of memory training.
Memorise the sequence of objects.
I suck at memory stuff.
I like memory stuff.
It'd be hard.
I can't.
Hey, Elliot, in Brain-Jitsu, there's no such word as can't.
I can't remember stuff. I can't remember stuff. I can't remember stuff.
I'm not surprised, Alex, if that's your approach.
Well, I can go first if you want. Cabbage, croc, hammer, Eiffel Tower with weird eyebally thing, monster arm, glasses, duck, frog on toilet, gnome with fried egg.
Missed out a few.
Wow. Oh, right, yeah.
Not bad for someone who can't remember stuff. Time for a brain tip.
Tip. Create a story linking the objects together.
We started at the...
Memory tests like this are a great way of training your brain. Why not create a story to memorise all your classmates in alphabetical order?
Rang the doorbell.
And then a big floating monster arm came and dropped the Eiffel Tower.
The frog was in the toilet because the rat was the
Swished the
frog's
eyeball
son.
with a
They
giant
went to the
hammer.
toilet.
Yes.
And a croc came and ate it.
Yeah, then cabbages took over the world. Yeah.
So, who's gonna go first?
I'll go first.
Okie dokie, man. You can go first.
Okay, so gnome with a fried egg. And then the rat tried to get it off, so he went and got some bananas. Then I think a wizard, he rang the doorbell and a giant chicken followed him in. And then he caught his head in some giant scissors. He went to the bathroom, but a frog was on the toilet. And the rat said, go get the bananas from my wife, the duck. The duck was in the garden with sunglasses on her head. Then a giant monster arm and dropped the Eiffel Tower with an eye on it. Then a giant hammer smushed the eyeball. A croc came and ate it, and then cabbages took over the world.
Yay!
I'm guessing it will be a memory task, and if it is, I'm guessing that we'll probably have limited time. So I think I'll try and make a story, but I try and make it a bit shorter.
Elliot might be just a teensy bit better than Jackie, but I think you're pretty much even.
Well, I guess we'll see what happens then, Alex, yeah? Because it's all down to the task.
So, can Gentle Jackie take her impressive form back into the dojo? Or will it be the boys who come out on top? Only time will tell as our final 3 put their memory training to the test for one of 2 brown brain belts and a place on the table of supreme focus.
Super Memory Dizzy Dash.
Each Brainee is spun round on dizzy wheel a total of 10 times. Their task to use all their power of focus to memorize 5 images in front of them. Then race against clock to cross balancing beam and collect same 5 images from 10 hanging above them. Then must arrange images in reverse order. When they are happy with their selection, a hit of gong stops clock.
My tip for the Brainees is to keep focused on the main objective and use their training to link the 5 images together.
So, our final 3 brave the dizzy wheel to compete for their brown brain belt and a place on the table of supreme focus. Hey, time to spin. Will their memory training help them to remember the images and ignore the effects of being spun round like clams on a carousel? First to wobble off is Able Alex. This really is the ultimate test of memory for our Brainees, as they fight their dizziness to pick out the 5 images they saw on the wheel, arranging them in reverse order. But Alex has found a blue balloon from somewhere, earning him a 5-second penalty. It's now a race against the clock to get the cards in the right order. There's the gong, but has Alex's mistake cost him a place in the final showdown? Next up is Big Elliot. And like a rocket-powered rickshaw, he wastes no time at all in plucking out those images. That's 5. Now all Elliot has to do is arrange them in the right order. There's the gong, and that looks like full marks. Last but not least is Gentle Jackie, as she remembered her training and lodged those 5 images in her memory. It might not be speedy, but it's accurate. And there's the gong. Time for the results. With that 1 penalty to add to his time of 1 minute 4 seconds, Able Alex finished in 1 minute 9. With no penalties to his name, Big Elliot rang his gong in a rapid 48 seconds. And with no penalties either, Gentle Jackie timed out in 1 minute 2 seconds. Which means that Elliot and Jackie remain and Able Alex goes out.
Walk of eternal regret.
I think it went wrong because I remembered a balloon instead of a bee, but even without that mistake I still would have been 3 seconds later. If I was just a bit quicker I could have made it, but I didn't.
So with only 1 level to go, that leaves just Big Elliot and Gentle Jackie to don their brown brain belts and prepare for the final showdown.
Yay! I'm through. I can't believe it. Because at the very beginning, in the very first round, I was almost out when it was Priscilla and I head-to-head. And now I'm 1 away from winning.
I'm happy now because Alex is out, because I thought he was my only competition. And now, because I think I've been doing better than Jackie, I think I can win the black belt. And I'm really excited now.
Brain-Jitsu!
8 young hopeful arrived at Brain Training Dojo to fight it out for Brain-Jitsu Black Brain Belt. As challenges get tougher, Brainee get fewer. Some lack concentration, others mental agility. 1 by 1, they've been eliminated. Now just 2 remain. Big Elliot riding high after 2 wins in a row.
I'm really proud of myself because no one else got under a minute. Now I think I can make it all the way to the black belt and win.
And Gentle Jackie, most consistent Brainee.
I feel a bit more confident knowing that I've prepared because I did most of the tasks.
But who will use brain training to the max to win final challenge? Level 7, Black Belt!
So, this is it. Between my two remaining Brainees and the Black Belt stands Brain-Jitsu's ultimate challenge, a mental duel that is head-to-head in every sense. The battlefield? A table, but not just any table. For this, my friends, is the table of supreme focus, where our two Brainees will attempt to move a ball across the table using only the power of their mind. By getting this far, they've already demonstrated mental control under many different types of pressure. But now they must learn to focus their minds by entering a state of total calm. To prepare them, my two finalists will need to get into the zone.
Room of mental nourishment.
In this, their final visit to the room of mental nourishment, our two remaining Brainees are about to train in how to stay focused no matter what's happening around them.
Mentally prepare yourself for the final task. Don't let the sounds put you off.
So, our two finalists must block out the noise and concentrate only on keeping their focus. While Jackie doesn't seem bothered by the sound of the dentist drill, Elliot's not looking quite so comfortable. In fact, Jackie's so relaxed, she almost nods off.
Well, after a while, I was fine with it. I just laid down and listened to the sounds. I find it better without them, but with them, it's okay.
Sometimes when I hear like white noise like that, sometimes it hypnotizes me.
Strange, really strange.
Yeah, time for a training tip.
Tip: repeat 3 positive statements to yourself. Okay.
I'm going to beat Elliot.
I'm not scared of the dentist.
I've gotten this far so I can go another round.
I'm gonna win.
And there's a good chance of me winning. I know I'm gonna beat Elliot, hopefully, but I just didn't know what way to put that so he wouldn't be crushed.
Well, I won't be crushed when I beat you. I think you're the one who's gonna be crushed.
So, can Big Elliot avoid being crushed on the table of supreme focus? Or will gentle Jackie mentally nod off and allow him to grab the prize? Let's find out.
Table of supreme focus.
Rules are simple. Each Brainee must push ball to the opponent's end of table using only power of mind. Sensors in Brainees' headbands measure brainwaves. This is converted into electrical signal, which moves ball. More focused mind, stronger signal, and faster ball will travel. See how Brainees are doing on this readout. 2 lines represent each player's brainwaves. Lower the line, more concentrated their mind.
To make sure this is the test of all tests, our Brainees must win the best of 3 rounds. So, this is the big one. Our 2 finalists must use all their brain training to enter their zone of absolute focus if they are to succeed. This is the reason they came to the dojo. This is the moment they've been training for. And it's Jackie who's off to the better start. You can see from the low black line on the readout that she's just got the mental edge over her opponent. And even though Elliot's now beginning to slow the ball down, it's not enough to stop Jackie taking the lead. 1-0. Big Elliot now faces an uphill battle. Will he remember his training and find his focus? The pressure's really on. Round 2. Elliot's now using a different tactic, looking directly at the ball instead of his opponent. But again, the black line on the readout shows that Jackie's just too strong for him. Little by little, she's inching that ball towards Elliot, who's powerless to stop her. It's all over, and it's Jackie who's emerged triumphant. In an epic battle of concentration and focus, her training has paid off. Gentle Jackie truly has proved herself to be a master of the mind and worthy winner of the Brain-Jitsu black belt.
Winning the black belt means loads to me, because I honestly never thought I would get it when I came.
But glory for one brings disappointment for another, and although he fought valiantly, Big Elliot must now leave the dojo.
Walk of eternal regret.
I'm feeling crushed because I got so far and I got into the final, but to fail right at the last minute, it feels really bad. Jackie, I think she did deserve the win.
For Jackie, her journey to mental mastery is over. Up against the toughest of competitors in Big Elliot, she refused to give way. When it really mattered, it was Gentle Jackie who was able to call on all her training and grab that black brain belt.
Yay! Yay! I just sat there and I tried to be very calm, very relaxed. I just breathed in and I breathed out very heavily, and then I noticed that moved the ball quite a bit, so I kept doing that. And I kept going, and it really worked, and I was just really glad that I won both rounds.
Our journey has come to an end. Another Brainee has proven themselves worthy to wear the Brain-Jitsu black belt. But while Brain-Jitsu might represent the most extreme form of brain training, its philosophy can be shared by all. Each and every one of you has it in your power to grow your mind. All it takes is dedication and practice. This has been